Can you believe what is happening with the DiMera sisters right now? We are heading into the week of July 20th to the 24th, and the spoilers are absolutely mind-blowing. We have all been watching EJ DiMera completely spiral out of control, fully embracing his inner Stefano and turning into an absolute monster. But here's the kicker. His terrifying behavior is actually pushing two of Salem's most iconic legacy characters to make a desperate, heartbreaking exit. That's right, you guys. Kristen DiMera and Lexie Carver are officially teaming up to flee Salem together, and the details surrounding their escape plan will absolutely shatter your heart into a million pieces. Let's be real for a second about Kristen DiMera. This woman is the ultimate survivor. We have seen her fall out of windows, survive explosions, and claw her way back from the brink of death more times than we can count. She is a cockroach in a designer dress. But right now, Kristen is genuinely terrified. After she manipulated that unstable teenager, Sophia Choi, into trying to burn Johnny alive in his own apartment, EJ has been out for blood. EJ is currently wearing Stefano's infamous ring, and he is wielding his power with a viciousness we haven't seen in a decade. Kristen knows that if she stays in Salem, EJ will not just ruin her life, he will end it. So, in true Kristen fashion, she devises a brilliant, desperate escape plan, but she isn't leaving alone. This brings us to the absolute tragedy that is Lexie Carver. My heart is just breaking for Lexie. We all cheered when EJ's experimental Versavix drug brought her back to life, but the science is failing. Dr. Wilhelm Rolf confirmed the devastating truth. The side effects are lethal. The lab rats are dying, and Lexie is fading fast. She is facing a second death, and the psychological toll on her is unimaginable. Lexie remembers the agony of dying from that brain tumor back in 2012. She remembers dying in Abe's arms while her family watched in complete devastation. And you know what? Lexie absolutely refuses to put Abe and Theo through that exact same trauma all over again. So Kristen approaches Lexie with a wild proposition. Kristen needs to escape EJ's wrath, and Lexie wants to disappear before she dies so her loved ones don't have to watch her wither away. They are two desperate DiMera women looking for a way out, and they decide to join forces. It is honestly such a poetic, beautifully tragic alliance. A lot of fans think these two have nothing in common, but I actually think this is a stroke of genius from the writers. Just a few weeks ago, we saw them sharing a rare, quiet bonding moment on the DiMera couch before EJ interrupted them. That subtle scene laid the groundwork for this massive plot twist. They are both running from the Grim Reaper. Kristen is running from EJ, and Lexie is running from her own failing body. But before they vanish into the night, they have to say their goodbyes, and this is where you are going to need a whole box of tissues. During the week of July 20th to the 24th, Lexie makes a stunning request to Abe Carver. She wants to renew their wedding vows. On the surface, Abe is going to be overjoyed. He thinks this is a celebration of their miraculous reunion and a fresh start for their family. But we, the audience, know the crushing reality. This vow renewal is Lexie's secret final goodbye to the love of her life. I can already picture the scene, and it is going to be a total tearjerker. Imagine Abe looking at her with so much love, completely oblivious to the fact that his wife is dying right in front of him. Meanwhile, Lexie will be holding back her tears, soaking in every single second, knowing she is about to walk out of his life forever. Now, I have to give my personal opinion on this. While a lot of fans think Lexie is being incredibly selfless and noble by sparing Abe the pain of watching her die, I actually think this move is a huge mistake. Think about the psychological damage this is going to cause Abe. He is going to wake up one morning, and his wife will just be gone. He is going to think she was kidnapped, or worse, that EJ murdered her. Leaving without telling him the truth is incredibly cruel, even if her intentions are pure. Abe deserves the right to hold her hand until the very end. While Lexie is saying her heartbreaking goodbye to Abe, Kristen has her own agonizing farewell to deal with. Kristen is going to pay a highly emotional visit to Rachel Black to say goodbye to her daughter. Now, I have a major love-hate relationship with Kristen. She is a total psychopath who does unforgivable things, but the one redeeming quality she has always had is her fierce, all-consuming love for her child. Think back to the sheer madness of the Sarah and Mickey baby swap storyline years ago. Kristen's maternal instincts drive her to madness. Leaving Rachel behind is the ultimate sacrifice for Kristen. During this visit with Rachel, you just know Kristen is going to lie through her teeth. She will probably tell Rachel she has to go on a long business trip or that she is going away to prepare a beautiful new home for them. She won't tell Rachel that she is running for her life from her own brother. The raw emotion in this scene is going to be incredible to watch, especially since Rachel is already so traumatized by the presumed death of Sophia. Kristen is essentially abandoning her daughter, and it is going to leave deep, lingering scars on Rachel's psyche. We are watching the origin story of Salem's next great villain in Rachel Black, and this abandonment will be the catalyst. And you won't believe what happens next once the sisters actually pull the trigger on this escape plan. How are they going to get out of Salem? My money is on the infamous DiMera secret tunnels leading to a private jet, or maybe even one of Stefano's old submarines! But the real question is, where are they going? I have a wild fan theory about this. I do not think Lexie is just going to go to some random hotel to die. I strongly believe Kristen is going to take Lexie to a highly classified, off-the-grid DiMera medical facility in Europe. Kristen has vast resources, and she might believe there is another mad scientist out there who can fix Rolf's mistakes and actually save Lexie's life. When EJ realizes that both his sister and his half-sister have vanished into thin air, he is going to absolutely lose his mind.
EJ is already drowning in paranoia as he scrambles to cover up DiMera Pharmaceuticals' role in the arsenic-laced Coraceal crisis.
He is desperately planting pills on Holly Jonas to create a smokescreen, and the walls are closing in on him. When he discovers Kristen slipped through his fingers, his rage will be nuclear. And when Abe realizes Lexie is gone, he is going to direct all of his devastating grief and fury right at EJ. The fallout from this double exit is going to shake the entire DiMera dynasty to its absolute core, and I am here for every single second of the drama